Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Sussex and Manu Farm. Um, as the starting the recording of this video, we did it, guys. This morning we broke 500 subs. So thank you so much for sticking with the channel and for being here and for subscribing. That is great to see. I want to give, a couple shout outs here. And I've done this, once in a while with one or two people or that, but, there's, for the community, there's a couple people that I want to thank and to help this channel to get going and get started. So we'll be doing that. Let me real quick though, because we need to replace our chickens. So I'm going to do that. Well, we talk here. I'd like to give a big thank you to, Farmer Minn, Mr. Alien Jim, MrSealyP, Mr. and Mrs Aussie, DJ Goham, Farmer Klein. It's just there is just so many people that I want to thank you for getting a shout out to me on your channels from time to time, and that there are so many people that I couldn't shout out everybody. It's just not going to be able to happen. Just way too many. But again, a big thank you to everybody for being here. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get this started on our field over here. We're going to get a fertilization state on this. Now, that's going to come up. We got to lower it down so we can pull it out of here, because otherwise it hits the front of the building. There we go. We're going to get this started. Everything else is looking good. Everything is growing well. Corn isn't quite ready yet. But everything seems to be looking good. Shift this over, see if that'll help when it gets to the other end. Sometimes it skips that last little bit. So we'll offset it here. Get our worker hired. Get some fertilizer on here. Because I do want to prep this field. We will not be planting it right away. This will wait until spring. Also, we will be at the end of winter, the last day of winter, that night, just before sleeping through the night, we'll be saving the game, changing geos, because a new geo was released by Missy B for Sussex, designed for this map, Sussex Farms by Alien Jim, in mind. So we will be switching to that, but we have to wait until either the end of this year, so it'll be the last day of winter, or we have to do it real early, first thing, the first day of spring. That is the best time if you are going to change a geo. That is the best time to do it. So we don't do it in the middle of a year and end up possibly messing something up. But we are going to prep this field. We're going to get it fertilized we're going to get it cultivated. It should not need to be plowed. So all we have to do is cultivate it. Now, in our last video, I was having problems with the truck and trailer setup. Trying to figure that out. And luckily for us, a mod came out on Monday. So, let us jump, see if we can get there. Here we go. We got this baby. This is the front lifter, and we got the adapter on it. So now, this setup definitely works. So we're going to see how this works, see if this works a little bit better. Plus, with this adapter on the back of this, this now also becomes, if we absolutely need to, becomes a third tractor for the farm. Because that is a 200 horse tractor. Now another change, whoops, I almost did it again. The other thing that I did, I'm going to show you guys that in just a minute. If I can get this log off of here without dropping it 100 times. Come on. There we go. I kind of fixed the issue with this, with the lifter here on the front. Now this lifter, and that's kind of interesting looking. Huh. We have a pallet, but it looks like the pallet is empty, but I bet you it's not. Anyway, what I did was, and we're going to run through this real quick. No. There we go. This for the skid steers. When it attaches, actually sets up higher. It actually connects like up here into the top edge instead of actually connecting directly to the plate. So what I did was I went into the skid steer and I purchased the adapter, the CSZ adapter that goes from skid steer to front loader. I sold our original lifter that was under skid steer, and I went to front loaders and I purchased the one that was under there. And now, with this on here, it actually hooks up correctly and sets closer to the ground. Oh, you guys are just gonna bounce all over the place, aren't you? See if we can move something around here a little bit. These guys are a mess. This is what I get for saving and exiting and not completing what we were doing, right? Let's see what we can do here. These lined up a little bit better around here. See if we can't separate these a little bit. I'm hoping with this setting a little bit lower, in a more proper spot. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Is that upside down? It is upside down, isn't it? That's why it's messing up. Oh, it ain't going to come out of the ground. Oh, that's not good. Looks like we might have to come back to doing this, because that's going to definitely be an issue if we can't get... Come on. Square up a little bit, guys. Whoops. Jeez. Can't drive today. This is probably going to grab that other one too. By my luck. Oh, oh. We got lucky. Excellent. Alright. Oh, at least we got two of them off of there. I'll at least get these two up here. I'll have to go from there. Alright, let me see what we can do about that last pallet. I don't know what's going to happen here. I have a feeling something's going to go flying somewhere. These somewhat squared up here so they're not total disaster. That other one didn't straighten out. Oh well. Should I still have room to put the other two on there if I can get the other two. I know we'll be able to get the one. But I don't know about that last one. You just don't want to... Other wants to cooperate with these. Okay. It's alright. They don't need to fully cooperate. They just need to get strapped on. Alright, let's see what we can do here. And hopefully I'll be back with you guys in just a moment. Okay, after a little bit of fighting with it, we got it out of there without too much of a problem. Now we'll get this down to the docks, down to the transport company. I had a crazy idea too. As if there wasn't enough crazy ideas going on, but I have another crazy idea. And my thought is, if we take the smaller trailer, let's see, this is the 146. We swap it out for the 208, which is a little bit longer. We get rid of the smaller skid steer here, and we get the bigger 356, because that there We could use the same setup on the front of it, and we get another one of the front lifters, put a 3-point link on the back of that, and then we could put a bigger weight on the back of it. And I wonder if that would work a little bit better for us. Because that way, weight-wise, when we're moving, you know, pallets of any kind, being able to put a bigger weight on the back, I think would be a lot better for us. Because this does have a weight on the back of it, but the weight on it is only 1,000 kilograms. And for the other one, I think the weight's actually slightly less. I think that's only a 500 kilogram weight on that. I'm not sure exactly because it's not actually listed anywhere of how much that is. So I'd have to check that. I like this setup. I definitely think this setup's definitely going to work a little bit better for us. But if we go that slightly bigger skid steer, it's heavier. Unfortunately, it's a little bit longer. That's why I'm thinking we might swap out this trailer for the next size up for the 208. And we can fit that on here a little bit easier. All right, let's get this opened up so we can do our delivery. Oh, and I also changed this. Instead of putting it up on top because of using this trailer, we'll strap the piece of wood down here in the center, and then we can just hook this to that. So now, let's undo our strap. Raise this up a little bit so we don't hit anything. And we're good to go. Now, just going to try to lift all of these at once. As I said, that would be the other thing with the other one, being able to put a heavier weight on this. I think that would work out real nice, because then it won't matter. Alright, how many we're going to get? We're going to get all of them in one shot. Ooh, we did. A little bouncy. But the job is all done. We have another transport for the bakery. I know I'm doing a lot of transport jobs, and I like doing the transport jobs. They give us a little bit of extra money. But I believe I mentioned this in the last video. My objective is to get to 2 other transport jobs, and one of them will be the mushrooms, because it has been reported that there has been some issues with that one. A couple of people have had some problems with it. And the other one I want to try is the one for the gold. So that's what I'm trying to work towards. But we'll definitely work on getting this back to our farm. We'll check on our fertilizing. That should be almost done, I believe. Probably at least half to 3/4 of the way done. We'll get that finished up. The transport job I just took, I will probably do that one off screen. And I think I am going to do that. I know it's kind of a crazy idea since we just got this set up. Except for the skid steer itself. But I'm thinking that, like I said, I think it'll work a little bit better for us. Plus, it'll actually give us a little extra money. Because the other skid steer is less expensive than this. So we'll actually increase our money a little bit. And I think for our next episode, because I think we'll still have to wait just a little bit longer for things to well, he might be done. Finish up. This cornfield will have to finish up a little bit more. Yeah, he didn't finish, but I still didn't get over far enough, did I? Oh, he started. Now, I don't know if I've really talked about those plans either. My thoughts on that. Finish that up real quick. We'll go get this over into the yard. For now. My thought is this. With this map here, we have a lot of options. And we want to do cows. I definitely want to get cows and get that started. But what I was thinking is, instead of going through all the hassle of mixing up, so park this here for now, kind of out of the way, is instead of mixing it all up ourselves, what I'm thinking is the grass field here, we get it mowed, we ted it, and either just collect it or bale it, and we just directly sell the hay. The corn, we get that all chopped, and take the chaff over to the little silage farm over here by Big Daddy's Poplars, and we sell that. Then we use the money we get from selling the chaff and from selling the hay, and we go buy a load of TMR. And that way we don't have to buy a mixing wagon. Or even lease one. We'll have that all set and ready to go. And for that should, I mean, we'll definitely be checking prices and seeing how the total, whoops, back too far. The total we get for selling the hay and what we get for selling the chaff should offset most of the cost for buying a load of TMR to feed the cows. Now, as far as the straw goes, well, the straw we will need for the bedding for doing our cows. So when we do our wheat harvest, we'll have the wheat for our chickens, and we'll have the straw for the bedding for our cows. And then as far as this field here goes, it'll be part of our rotation that we're going to do. And this will be starting in the next spring. Is we're going to rotate everything one field. So, except for the grass field, that's just going to stay the way it is. But these three fields here. So like, this canola will move, like over to either one of those two, and the next one will move over, and that one will move over, and we'll just keep rotating them around in a circle here. We might swap out the canola and possibly do soybeans at some point. We'll have to see. But I think that's what I'm going to do, guys. I am going to go, I think, trade in the 711 here and the weight that's on the back of it. I'm going to get the 356, and I'm going to get another front lifter, and I'm going to get a 3-point link weight for the back of it. And we'll also trade in this smaller trailer for the bigger one. I know, just purchased this, but we're still going to need this setup for the new trailer anyway, so this part's going to stay. And these two pieces here that are on the front of this will go on the 356. So I think we're going to increase the size a little bit. That way it might make things a little bit easier for getting the pallets on and off this, because it actually will have a slightly higher reach. But we also need to, I gotta feed these guys. Yeah, they're down to 333 liters, so I'm gonna get these guys fed. Like I said, I'm gonna head up to the shop and swap that around, and then I'm gonna get the transport done for the bakery. You guys have seen me do a bunch of transports, so I don't think I'll make you sit through that. I will probably work on that, like I said, overnight here. We'll get that all done. Because it is starting to get pretty dark. The sun is pretty low in the sky now. Oh, we went through the shed. Get ourselves some wheat here. We're down to 2,000 liters. Of course, these guys won't take the full 2,000, but we'll just fill it up. It's quicker that way. But anyways, guys, I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. We're going to get this all done up. Completely made a mistake there. Ain't that cool? Well, that's for you, Daisy May. So she likes watching others Let's Plays and some of the crazy things they get into when trying to drive around in that. Missed that turn, tried to do it the other way. Nope, not going to work. Got in a tight pinch there, didn't we? But again, a big thank you to all of you for being here, for sticking with us. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button for us, please. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider in doing so. If you'd like to also help support the channel, there is links down in the description for donations. That would also be appreciated. Not necessary, not required. Just greatly appreciated for all the support you guys give, with the likes, the comments. I really appreciate it. But until next time, guys, as always, this is Farmer Modhub. Be good to each other, and blessed be everyone.